Thank you for joining us for this episode of That Solo Life, the podcast for PR pros and marketers who work for themselves. People like me, Michelle Kane with Voice Matters, and my ever wonderful co host, Karen Swim of Solo PR Pro. Hey, Karen, how are you today?
Hello, Michelle. I'm doing fabulous. Thank you. How are you?
Wonderful. Yeah, you know what? I can't complain because, why spend the energy? No, it's all good. It's
Well,
all good.
I started my day this morning. I had an early morning meeting with Britt, which always puts me in a lovely mood. Just
Ooh.
because lovely human beings, lovely accents. I know it's not an accent to them, but it's an accent to me. Great
Oh,
conversation.
yeah.
And it was just a great way to start the day. So, shout out to the Londoners in the audience.
Oh yeah. Yes. I love my Londoner friends. It's so true. It's definitely a pick me up.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is oh, that's fantastic. I'm jealous, but that's all right. I'll get over it. Well, we're going to dig into a fun topic today. Well, we hope all our topics are fun, even, because we're nerds that way. But we saw an article in, I believe it was PR News, right? And it's, again, we're talking about AI and yes, the AI of it all, but it's here. And it's really a call to us as PR pros to be able to further differentiate ourselves. Maybe that's not the right word, but to really stake our claim for our value of what we do. And that's not to say you shun AI. No, of course, it's a tool that we need to continue to improve at using. But really, it really will communicate to clients like, no, that's not a replacement for us. That's just a way that another thing we can use. And here's why we are valuable. And, that's not just blowing smoke. I mean, it's real.
Yeah, it's learning to story tell the value of what we do. And I think that we've talked about this in different ways and not related to AI, but I think that we're at another of those pivotal moments in our lifetimes, quite honestly, as we see this huge shift in technology, in culture. And in many ways, PR pros, we lost the narrative in the past couple of decades where our value, what we truly bring to the table, has been lost so often. And we have been labeled as just media relations. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Or other pieces of our jobs, but not the whole of what we really deliver to companies. And there are some companies that get it. Some people that hire PR pros understand a little bit, but it's not the defining story that people understand. And so here we are again with AI doing things that seemingly PR people can do. And we're in danger of further losing this
Yeah.
narrative. So I think this is important to talk about as we continue to go deeper and deeper into this AI era of how we tell our own stories and how we elevate our voices and shape the perception of what we do and what we bring to people.
So true. So true. And so, we'll get back to what we've said previously, and we've had guests like Melissa Vella Williamson allude to that of, your personal branding is very important because let's face it, we are the product we're looking to, for lack of a better word, sell. And
Yeah.
it's not just, hire me, I'm a nice smiley person. No, this is the value I bring. These are the it's not just, oh, I got this placement, but what did that impact? And I see fellow PR pros singing their own song in really good ways. It's not just, oh, hey, look at my piece in the Inquirer. It's, oh, this helped amplify the story of this organization that's doing XYZ, and this is why that's great for everyone. So it's not that it's a heavy lift, but I know, I mean, for me for sure, and I'm sure for many of us, again, we're so used to head down, do the work, comfortable behind the scenes, not really in front of things. And we really need to shake that off because, like you say, it's like, what our role has been categorized with what people see on TV and in movies, oh, you plan the parties, you just get the magazine placements. You don't do any like real thoughts. It's just all fun and games, and well, anyone can do that. It's no, no, we're always thinking about your brand. We're always thinking about how your company is looking to others and not in a superficial way. We're always thinking, and when I say we're always thinking, we're not billing for that time because we can't stop our brains from thinking. I don't bill my clients when I have a toothbrush moment of, "Oh, yeah, that's why I haven't had the idea yet because this should be this and we should approach something this way." So it's all of that. And I
Yeah.
think we need to make the time to talk about that more often of why having one of us in your corner matters.
And I think, I'm going to tie this back to one of my favorite topics, measurement.
Yeah,
So go and please check out the AMEC website and look at their framework for measurement. They have templates that you can download. You can learn more. You can go through their courses if you want to really dig deeper. And this is an area that I'm always trying to improve on. Why this matters in your storytelling. When you learn to really measure what matters and be able to communicate value and influence or impact, because we're not measuring outcomes. Outcomes don't do anything. It's the impact of our
right.
actions. When we really learn to speak that language and tie what we do to how it impacts our clients, that really can inform our storytelling. So, as you said, we're not just going on social media and talking about a placement.
Right.
We're talking about the impacts of the work that we do. We're showing how what we do really matters to organizations. And so, this is a great way to really reinforce that measurement process and really learn to dig deeper into it and how to talk about it comfortably, because I know, for many of us, we didn't say it in exactly that same way until Barcelona Principles came along, and we sort of like, okay, I get it, let me change it. But a lot of times we just reported what clients wanted to hear, and we
Yeah.
didn't really push for that, executive viewpoint, that executive insight. And maybe we weren't as great at the branding. We understood it, but we really didn't push that narrative. But I think that's why it's so important, and this is
Yeah.
how you stand apart, by being able to tell your story in a language that your clients and prospective clients will understand, because people are not going to hire you because they want to be in the media.
Right.
In fact, I will tell you a little secret. There are so many brands out there that could care less about
Yeah.
media. They just
Yeah.
don't care. They don't
Yeah.
see the value, here we go, in a placement. It's like, okay, whatever.
Right.
Now, there are those that do care, and they care about the big, marquee names. Sometimes they're a little bit unrealistic and they
Yeah.
don't understand that those things really won't drive value. So again, it all ties back to being able to tell the story of what really matters and why you're going to take the actions that you take, and then how those actions line up and drive impact to the organization.
And I think that is the key. Storytelling. It's what we are wired for,
Yeah.
and it's what the people in our profession do best. And, sorry, bots, it's not gonna beat that in the end. We can shepherd it, and, I think too, to really present ourselves as an authority on that skill set, we need to be visible. We need to pop our heads up because it's only long term of continuing to do that, that we build that authority is by being visible, and boy, did I just set myself up to have to walk my talk, huh?
Same. You know, I tend to fly under the radar, but I'm
Yeah,
really trying not to do that. But and I think in regards to AI, again, we really have to own the narrative. So
yeah,
shouldn't have other people telling us what AI means to the PR profession. We should be telling people how PR utilizes AI as a tool. We should be
yes,
the ones driving the ethical conversations and helping clients to consider the ethics of how and when they apply AI. We should be the ones holding publishers to task. We should be at the forefront of this. Again,
yeah,
if we don't own the narrative, and we know this for our clients, if we don't own the narrative, somebody else will tell your story,
yeah,
and I promise that they will not get the details correct. So
yeah,
this is a moment, and this moment will not last forever.
right,
So lean into it
yeah,
and make sure that you're telling the story that you want people to know, that you are absolutely owning your narrative and you're nailing it. Because right now you can make some mistakes here and there. You don't have to be perfect at it.
no,
You got to get the perception right, because that's more important than perfection. But start now, lean into it, have a voice, elevate yourself and what you do, and explain that and learn how to tell that story in powerful ways, because it's going to retain your clients that you have. It's going to get you in front of the right people that really value what we do. It's going to illuminate to those who have this misperception about our profession. So it will tell them what we really do. And I think it's going to set you apart from the quiet ones.
yeah. Oh, that is so good. Yes, don't be a quiet one, not anymore, because you really do need to amplify, that trust and really our expertise, because so many, it's easy to say, "Oh, well, we're communicators too." "Oh, really? Did you think of this nuance? What about that possible pitfall?" "Hmm, no? Okay. Yes, this is why we're stressed, but in a good way." But no, it's so true. Well, we encourage you all, please seize the moment. Tell us at soloprpro.com, hit us up. Tell us how you're managing this, or you're, addressing this head on, because we can only be inspired by each other's stories, and we definitely want to hear from you. If you got some value out of this time together, please do share it around. And until next time, thanks for listening to That Solo Life.